Now, the most important thing, slot 1 and slot 2 details. If we talk about slot 1, the slot 1 timings are from 9 am to 12:15, and slot 2, the timings are 3 to 6:45 pm. The slot 1 will be a morning slot 2 will be an afternoon slot. Duration of examination, in slot 1 you will be allowed 45 to 195 minutes or 60 to 195 minutes. 195 minutes being the maximum amount of time that you can spend on the slot alone, and in slot 2 45 to 225 minutes. If you have taken up to 4 subjects, then you will come in slot 2, and if you have taken up to 5 subjects, then you will come in slot if you have taken in slot 1, then it will be up to 4 subjects, and if you have taken slot 2, then it will be up to 5 subjects. Am I clear, guys? Okay, there is also a point to be noted. Compensatory time for PWD students of 15 for 45 minutes examination and 20 minutes for 1 hour examination is being given. PWD students are given 15 minutes for 45 minutes examination and 20 minutes for 1 hour examination extra. So please do make a mention of that, if any. Examination structure of slot 1, if we discuss, this is the examination structure of slot 1. Okay, so the general test, if you can see here, the general test will be held in slot 1 only, guys. The general test will not be held in slot 2. The general test will be held in slot 1 only. The structure will be language, domain plus general if you have applied for it or if your program requires it. And for slot 2, language and domain specific subjects. So this makes a total of up to 5 subjects, and this makes a total of up to 4, or according to the needs of the student that has filled the form. So here you can see there will be a total of 50 questions in language and 50 questions in domain specific subjects. Marks per question will be 5 and the negative marking will be -1. The students need to answer any 40, I repeat, any 40 out of the 50 in language and domain specific subjects, and the time given for them will be 45 minutes. I repeat, 45 minutes will be given to you per subject. For example, if you have taken English as a language and Hindi as a language, so English will be provided 45 minutes and Hindi will be provided 45 minutes separately. So a total of 90 minutes for 2 subjects. Same goes for domain specific. And if you talk about general test, total of 75 questions, only 60 questions needs to be answered correctly, and a total of 60 minutes, guys. A rather short span of time, 60 minutes for 60 questions. Okay, so and same goes for slot 2 as well. Schedule of examination, as we have talked about, date of examination not yet disclosed, first and second week of July. Mode of examination, it will be a computer based test. You will be allowed to give it online in a test center, which you will be allowed to choose from the various options available to you. So it will be a computer based test. The timing is 9 to 12:15 for slot 1 and 3 p.m. to 6:45 p.m. for slot 2. Okay, so now these things are very important, which you should make note of and that you should keep in mind. The entry in the examination center, frisking, biometric registration, record of manual attendance, document verification, cross-checking, signature, photo match, all these things which are necessary for the center authority to check, these will happen for between 7 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. for the students of slot 1 and 1 p.m. to 2:30 p.m. for students of slot 2. So if you see the timing, you are required to enter the examination hall 2 hours before, 7 a.m., 9 a.m., 1 p.m., 3 p.m. You are required to enter 2 hours before in order to provide any hastiness or any chaos at the test center, and so that the test procedure can be a smooth sailing one. Okay, then 8:30 to 8:50 you guys will be allowed to enter the center. 8:50 you will be logging into your systems and reading the instructions. The test will be starting at 9 a.m. for slot 1 and 3 p.m. for slot 2 as mentioned, and the test conclusion will be according to your time needs and as per mentioned on our admit cards. I hope that is clear. Let's move forward. Now, all these points which I have collated here are very important points which rather some candidates miss out or generally do not give importance to, but they are important and they should be taken note of. So, from that 110 pages bulletin that Delhi University or the universities provided, I have tried to collate each and every important point which is very important for the candidate giving this exam. So, this is a computer based test as we know, and it is being organized by NTA, National Testing Agency. They provide various examinations related to bachelor's, undergraduation, post graduation, and various other exams which happen in our country. Okay, so happening of this exam, it means that 12th standard marks will not be given that much of weightage, but it does not mean that you guys do not have to work hard. No guys, you guys still have to work hard for your marks, because it will eventually help in getting a good overall composite score, guys. I repeat, it is inevitable of you to work hard to get good marks in your 12th standard, guys. It's a must, please. And also, there will be a negative marking, so please, no guesswork will be there in order to go ahead with it, guys. Please, no guesswork. So 45 minutes each will be provided for language and domain, 60 minutes for general test as we discussed. 40 out of 50 are to be appended by a candidate for the language and domain test, and 60 out of 75 for the general test. Okay, a candidate can choose maximum of 9 tests. A maximum limit of 9 tests is given, guys. Like, and these combinations were there: 2 languages maximum from section 1A or 1B together, maximum of 6 domain specific subjects from section 2, and general. So this makes a total of 2 plus 6 plus 1, that is 9. And another combination, 3 languages from section 1A and 1B together, maximum of 5 domain specific subjects, and general test of section 3. So 3 plus 5 plus 1, this also makes a total of 9. Okay, for choosing languages, domain specifics, candidate must refer to requirements of his or her intended university, as choices should match the requirements of the university. I have told this, according to the program you must check the requirements. Now the main game over is of percentile, guys. Percentile, not percentage. Now percentage is scraped. Now what you have to focus on percentile. Don't worry, I will be covering the percentile game. What is percentile, how do you calculate it, how it is different from percentage, I will be telling you all these things in my later videos. Don't you worry, guys. Next, all candidates must ensure that they have provided correct email. Please, guys, please provide your own email address, the official email address which you will be providing in your colleges, and that will be staying ahead for your career and with you for your life. Please, for your official purposes. And provide a mobile number that you have in use, or provide your father's or your mother's number, but please provide a number that is with you 24/7 and that is completely operable. Okay, next, Please fill out centers very carefully, guys. Please, it's a humble request. Please fill out your centers very carefully. And your you will be given four preferences, guys. Four preferences will be given. First preference should be the place you live, and second, third, and fourth preferences should be very much close to that area where you live, not so far enough. And generally a student gets that center only for which he or she has applied in the first preference. So don't you worry. Candidates start with any of the tests to which they are admitted, schedule in that slot. There is no sequence in which the tests are to be taken. If you want to take general test before, you can take general test first, then language, or then domain, or first language, then domain, then general, or any of the combinations that is suitable to you. Candidates are not allowed, there are certain things which are not allowed in the center, like instruments, geometry or pencil box, handbags, purses, any kind of paper, stationery, textual material, printed or written material, guys. You are not allowed to carry your pencil boxes. You need to carry just one pen, and you are also not allowed to carry any paper for rough work. All these paper will be provided to you by the center authorities on the center itself. Also, please get the documents properly scanned, and do not scan them by your own mobile phones, guys. It's a humble request. Don't you guys scan your documents from your mobile phones. Those can be rejected by the university, guys. Please be cautious about it. These are certain advisory rules regarding COVID-19 which the centers will follow. And the documents required: admit card along with self declaration. This self declaration will be along with the admit card only, so don't you worry. Duly filled in, you should take it to the center. A simple transparent ballpoint pen, as I told you guys. Additional photograph, it should be the same as uploaded on the online application form. So you have to carry an additional photograph which you pasted on the application form, guys. Please keep a note of that. It is to be pasted on the attendance sheet in the examination room, so it is a must. Any of the authorized photo IDs, any ID having a photo, it must be original, valid and non-expired. So please, original ID, guys. Original, no photocopy, no black and white photo states, nothing. Original ID. It can be identity card, PAN card, driving license, voter ID, passport, Aadhaar card, e-Aadhaar card with photograph, ration card, class 12 board admit card with photograph, bank passbook with photograph, whatever, guys. Whatever authorized ID you guys have with a photo, an original one. PWD certificate issued by, if claiming the relaxation under category. If you are category student under PWD, you should take a PWD certificate original with you. Personal hand sanitizer for personal reasons, and of course COVID-19 as we know, and a personal transparent water bottle. It's totally up to you if you want, guys, to take it a water bottle, because the test will be long, that is why. So it's completely on personal discretion. So today's video ends up here, and this was all which I had for today's video. There will be much more content coming your way, guys, and let me know what you guys think of this video